he knows he's gonna go for the slight steal, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's. And
wow.
he's gonna go get the double bounty or the double water rune. That is very smart by Carl. Let's see if he actually wins through this. There's a flame guard pulling him back in. He's gonna be able to take out the. Oh, if he runs into the second remnant, it'll go away. Oh, we missed out on first blood as a result. But this fight is so fun.
Oh man. That was like a, what's the Eastwood movie? The Standoff?
Samael keeps on going. They actually trade supports, but Samael has racked up some serious stats. He's going to be able to get the double kill in this lane. So T1 may have gotten the lanes that they thought they wanted, but ultimately lost that bottom one.
Oh, and he had 20 stick too, so he's just full HP.
Still not dealing with Samael, who currently has 4,000 net worth, when the second highest is still Thompson at 3. They're going to rotate in the Storms here, though. Carl trying to look for a big win here in the top lane, and this pace is going to net them probably 2 kills here, as both the supports on OG will fall.
Yeah, this does, however, mean that Ember gets a free rune, so let's see what he can do with that response.
We'll see. Everybody's beeline.
Well, actually, he does have 6 magic wand charges, so he's kind of baiting him in a little bit for one last jump away, and that jump is far enough. Samael trying to catch him midway through. 23 Savage right in the middle of all of these heroes. Samael not too afraid of him, as after, he's going to be at swap back. 2 seconds, he doesn't actually have his ult. Oh no, Samael. T1 realized they made a grave error. Seb is going to be able to get off a good ultimate though, and in return, 23 Savage has overextended himself and will receive tips from OG.
That is unfortunate. I think 23 said it best. Sumail, a bit of a blunder there. I think he was trying to like catch the storm mid-zip almost, but as you said, the mana was enough to get him out. And then Savage just kind of returns the favor.
I think the storm went too far. Like I didn't expect him to be able to jump that far, so he must have had a soul ring that's another NC coming.
Yeah, between Soul Ring and I think it was 6 magic wand charges.
Yeah.
Whitemon almost dying there. Thompson still playing the edges, looking for that last light. They are going to be able to get a nice overgrowth, lock him down with the ice path followed up. Thompson's dead. Samael may just fall again if they can somehow get in front of him. They've got to swap. Samael's going to show. There it is. Swap back, stunned while the Dark Pact is down. And T1 holding their ground, holding the line around the Tier 1 tower, winning these fights.
And this goes back to what we talked about earlier, right? If you're decision-making games, that's when they sometimes tend to suffer.
Yeah. No, it's a really good point, because like this game, there's no huge like strategical advantage or edge OG can lean on. They've just got to ball out. Like they just got to play Dota and hope the best.
They're going to pop out, but at the same time, T1 did smoke over, so this is going to be a full-out team fight where Carl, he's going to target down the Rubik first. They're going to be able to get on Thompson as well. No root just yet. Slide into a chain out. They're going to be able to get away on him. The core survived. The supports will die.
It's so hard to play into Jakiro Tree. Like you just see, you know, maybe in the past you had experience playing like World of Warcraft.
I'm interested to see how this Mage Slayer plays out.
Oh,
nice jukes.
Jukes out of the magic missile. Thinking about pursuing here, especially with the Storms here being chased away there a bit. He can come back to join the team fight perhaps, and they're going to be able to hit a nice 2-man stun. Cuckoo may be the first to die, but remember he's got that extra life. Throws out a magic missile, keeping Samael back. T1 do a pretty good job. They do have BKB on the Trolls, and they might be turning this. BKB, there it goes. Who's he going to target? They swap back in No Tail, which is who they want to be able to gun for. They finally get off the ultimate. And Samael, he doesn't have any mana. They lock him down, finish him off. Nicely played by T1. 50 seconds, he's dead for T1, turning on a dime. They're so good at kiting.
It's not about the carry killing the other carry. It's more about how can you kill out the supports.
Yeah.
I think both the supports of T1 have been doing a great job of knowing their limits and surviving on a sliver of health.
Oh, they managed to catch him, but there is going to be the defensive swap. 23 Savage is going in. He's going to try and deal with Thompson first, but a stolen swap from Sox is going to be able to get him out, but the overgrowth catching Samael again while the Dark Pack was down. Cuckoo dies, but immediately comes back as a spirit, catching Seb, swapping him out of his own ultimate and keeping him in place. 23 Savage is keeping the rest at bay, and his team can deal with leftover behind Seb and go straight for Roche.
I mean, the supports, Insania just said it, like they just straight up win that fight. Zephyr also has Holy Locket, heal.
Yeah. I think the difficult part of the game for T1 was really getting to this point, getting to the point where they can ball up. OG now, I think they're going to have to try to split them up. They're going to have to force these heroes out of position and force like multiple initiations at once. They have the tools to do it. They just got to be able to like get the Ember going on one target, get the Slark in on another, because if they're all balling down on the same hero, it's just going to be swapped recently.
Yeah, one nice pick off the BKB from Thompson is caught by the overgrowth from Zephyr. Still has decent amount of magic immunity time, but is it going to be enough to be able to get him out of this hell? As T1 surrounding him with so many heroes, and he's out of remnants. He is out of HP too. Double kill for Carl.
And Thompson,
You take the slow and take control early. And there's still absolutely hope, but they gotta play these fights more.
23 Savage was very far forward, and OG looked to be able to potentially punish him. Not going to be able to get the immediate duel. The swap from Sox is still stolen and still managed to get out No Tail. Pounds forward. Sumail does manage to get on top of the support, so there is going to be Whitemon down. An important member of T1 to be able to stay alive in these team fights. A swap back in. Managed to get the duel. 23 Savage gets the duel off. Sumail keeping him inside of the Wukong's command, where he will die there. OG finally managed to win a team fight, a big one at that, where they get 3, and Carl thought maybe they could turn around on a Seb, but Seb does have Sumail right behind him.
One hero's down once he spawn.
He's got 196 extra agility.
Damn.
Can't click the Monkey King, don't click
Seb
me then.
Chad. Please.
this is very unfortunate because that was a stolen Venge stun, and I think Carl might be in trouble now as well.
Yeah, they're going to be able to catch both of them. They do manage to finish off Seb, which was what the original trap was laid for, but it doesn't matter.
Dude, 53 stacks on Sumail now. He has 200. He's just stuck inside of it. This is when Monkey King plays well into Troll. If you can force this, you're going to always be happy.
Yeah, it's just the Monkey King arena here just zones off anything, but they really need the Venge to be present when they take the fights.
Dude, Sumail, he still's got some stats going, and he's not slowing down whatsoever. These pounces are staying on top of these supports. They cannot seem to get away. Swap back in, No Tail. Now he's in an awkward position. They're going to jump on a 23 Savage, turns around, bops a BKB before the stun can come in for the Monkey King, but again, he's going to retreat with that BKB. No, he's not. He's going to finish off Sumail. Turns around real quick, blows him up, does manage to get the swap back in, and 23 Savage heals up just a little bit. Can he finish off Seb before and stay alive? He does. Thompson's going to commit, trying to finish off 23 Savage, does get that one. With the BKB, might be able to get 2 here as Zephyr, just 1 slide away from dying, actually does die to Soxa. Chaining up 2, TPing out, doesn't leave a remnant behind.
We'll win.
No.
So it was a hard no on my end.
Indeed, and I will say I would also love, because we both play, oh, hang on.
Oh,
Thompson.
Holo. Nice.
Not going to be able to get away. Maybe his Spirit can get out, as they do have the Train Protector on the way. Yeah, they're kind of realizing they're not going to go for the Spirit at all. In fact, if anything, they may be swapped back into Doom here. Seb, going to be silenced. Carl not fully committing to this one, though. They haven't seen the Slark just yet. Cuckoo, he's going to try and start backing away. Thompson's looking for some of these heroes. Sumail pounces forward. He's going to go for Whitemon here. Starts stealing some of those stacks. Tries to stick on top of them and should be able to get that kill on the right-hand side. Thompson does catch the other support at the same time. That's going to be Zephyr. But at the same time, Sumail has to be careful here, especially with the Cuckoo. His Spirit is going to get burned out, but he could buy back. Being on to the outpost. Thompson is in. Thompson's going straight up for those supports. Sumail, not sure where he's gunning to, but 23 Savage is a little bit isolated here. Cuckoo's trying to keep pace to make sure he can swap back 23 Savage to get him away from Sumail, while Seb is scaring back the rest of these heroes. Thompson's going to be able to finish off Zephyr. That's going to be first. 23 Savage looks at Seb. Carl commits with the Aghanim Scepter, pulling them both in, but inside of that Monkey King ultimate, they don't feel great. Again, the stolen swaps coming out from Soxa is going to be able to keep his cores feeling good and feeling aggressive. As the telekinesis toss back, chained up together. Toss, duel, going out, No Tail, they turn around quickly, kill him, winner, and Carl gets away before Sumail can hunt him down, but Sumail doesn't kill. He's going to be able to go for the supports and may still be able to catch Carl. Carl, no mana, Sumail bounced on top of him, they catch him, 4 dead on the side of T1, and now Roshan is going to go the way of OG.
So this team fight, I don't see any other player. Here we go.
Cuckoo did still manage to get the swap, but 23 Savage can't hit him right now. Sumail, his ultimate was used, still has the Depth Shroud. They're going to turn around and start doing some damage with a pull in onto Carl. They do something to Sumail, but he's going to be popping his BKB. 23 Savage responds in kind here. Cuckoo's going to fall, Spirit form now.
Huge root.
They do manage to get the nice lockdown. Macropire going out. The Ice Path can actually lock down, but Thompson refresher. BKB still potentially up. Chase for Carl doesn't actually quite get him. Meanwhile, 23 Savage is just being kited around and ripped apart by the rest of OG. Now with no carry, T1, they're very likely going to be dying here unless Carl could do something magical by himself, but he just doesn't have it in him. Doesn't have level 25, nor the shard.
Wow.
GG is called. OG will take the second game here against T1. T1 definitely putting up a much better fight, but you gotta think back to that moment. 23 Savage just way overconfident in his positioning, not respecting perhaps OG's aggression enough, and I feel like that's going to come back to haunt him, because this has been a story that has been there for 23 Savage for what has been a relatively young career,